What is good, YouTube? Hey, I am supposed to be responding now, I guess, to Mr. Mullet, Mr. Samson. As far as I know on this song, a quick word, it's not a song, it's a quick word. I have a feeling, because some of y'all have told me about it, it's dated, but whatever. It's controversial. I like controversy, so let's dive into it. But before we get into it, hey, will you guys hit that subscribe button? Trying to grow to, sorry, lost my thought there for a minute. We're trying to grow to 10,000 and can't do that without your help. So if you love this liberal, let's do it. Samson, you're up. Mark, set, go.
Every night before I go to sleep, I speak to the...
I love the mullet. Sorry.
Every night before I go to sleep, I speak to the man that rules above. He helps get me through these trying times. He guides my way and gets me through the mud. As a mortal man, I put my life in your hands, because I know you'll do everything to steer me straight. And because of that, a lot of people tell me that I'm wrong, and they act like they're right, but it's clear they ain't. They smear your name, but I fear your reign. Some folks don't know how much you sacrificed. And
Truth. And that's actually a bar, because he's talking about, I put my faith in your hands. Some folks don't know what you sacrificed. Jesus sacrificed his life for the sins of the world. Love that. It's a great bar.
No, you'll do everything to steer me straight. And because of that, a lot of people tell me that I'm wrong, and they act like they're right, but it's clear they ain't. They smear your name, but I fear your reign. Some folks don't know how much you sacrificed. And when judgment day comes, they're gonna be sorry, because they're all gonna have to pay a massive price, but I won't.
See, okay. I understand people can be people. You can do what you want to do. I struggle with this, because the Word of God tells us to love God, love people. And the best way you love people is to entice them and show them that God is good. Not, hey, God's going to judge you. Whether that's a fact or not, I mean, we all are going to have to give an account for our actions. But if I'm like putting you in a headlock and shoving your head in the toilet and saying, believe in Jesus, that just doesn't work. It doesn't work. Love works. I think it's Romans chapter 3, verse 4 that says it's the goodness of God that leads people to repentance, right? So, it's not this do this or else. It's a love relationship. And so I disagree with that angle. But hey, we live in America, right? You do you. And I'll pick up the damage that you guys at times will cause when you show hate and no love. And I'll hopefully do my part and win people. So anyways, I'm off my tangent.
And when judgment day comes, they're gonna be sorry, because they're all gonna have to pay a massive price. But I won't, because I live for you. No matter how many of my peers doubt me, every breath I take and every step I make is in your name. That'll never change. Dear Fauci, Easter's coming up. Do you think that I could spend it with my love?
Oops, hold on here.
I take and every step I make is in your name. That'll never change. Dear
Sweet. So that's the thing, okay? And I'm all for this. Every step. So love God, love people, love your enemy, love those who you don't agree with, love those who are not on the same side as you. That's harder to do. That's my goal here. That's harder to do though. But again, America, you do you. Why won't this play? Sorry, I'm having...
Doubt me. Every breath I take and every step I make is in your name. That'll never change. Dear Fauci.
All right, so this is Dear Fauci. So this is a pandemic timed song, because Fauci's only going to come up if it's pandemic stuff. So let's see what he's got to say.
Easter's coming up. Do you think that I could spend it with my loved ones? Maybe open up the window, let the wind blow. Maybe circulate the air, mix it up some. No, I was kidding too. It's just a little joke. I would never disapprove. I already put the chairs 6 feet apart and cut a little hole in my mask big enough to get my spoon through. Yup.
Oh, so is he an anti-vaxxer? Hey, I'll wear a mask. I'm just going to put a hole in there for my spoon. That's hilarious. And, okay, you guys want to know my view? I work in the medical field, and so it was mandated for me to have it. I had no problems getting it, but I also had no problems for those who didn't want to get it. Like, I was kind of neutral on that, but I've had the vaccine. I live to tell the tale. Still the same. But yeah, I mean, you do you.
I already put the chair 6 feet apart and cut a little hole in my mask.
It's kind of null and void now, though.
Big enough to get my spoon through. Yup. Yes, my lord. Vaccine cards are gonna get checked at the door. I don't care if my brother, my father, my mother doesn't have it. If they don't, they can go next door. They're not.
So is he mocking those who were on the extreme side of vaccines? I mean, it wasn't divisive. Like, I mean, it really split the country. It split it right in half, you know? And people became militant on both sides. And for me, like, I try not to live my life just for myself, you know, but I do try to live for other people. And I was willing to take the vaccine for other people. I didn't care. I mean, I thought it was fine. That's just me.
At the door, I don't care if my brother, my father, my mother doesn't have it. If they don't, they can go next door. They're not welcome at my table. I don't care if you've already had it. There ain't nothing you can tell me. This is fatal. I ain't buying into the junk that Trump sold you chumps. Fuck your narrative. I'm not gonna help you with your fable.
Yeah, that's what was going on. There was both sides of that. I mean, it was divisive, was it not? So you had people on the left and people on the right fighting at the jugulars over this. When it's just, I think it's a personal choice, and it is what it is. And here's a funny story. Some of my non-liberal friends, they're like, you're gonna be one of those people, Amy, that are in your car by yourself wearing a mask. You're an idiot. And I was like, dude, I started the mask trend. I was wearing a mask by myself before the pandemic because of my allergies. You always saw me in the car wearing a mask, you know, for the 3-4 years before the pandemic. So yeah, I am one of those idiots. But before you judge a book by its cover, not all people wear a mask because of a virus, although I did at times, but also because of allergies. I carry 4 EpiPens with me because I'm allergic to everything outside. Stuff can kill me. I'm allergic to dust. I'm allergic to pollen, to grass, to like different fruits, to trees. And the list goes on and on and on. And so, yeah, I wear a mask, especially in spring when I'm outside all the time. I've done it for about 10 years. So you're welcome. I started the trend of the mask. Y'all are welcome.
I'm trying to keep my health stable. They don't even have their booster shots. They're my family and I love them to death, but they're gonna kill me if I let them in. Should I do it or not? And my friend keeps trying to convince me that he's fine because he's been vaccinated, but it isn't the same. He only got 2 shots. That was 6 months ago. You gotta get free. Now the definition has changed. He better stop.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how many I got. I didn't get them all. I did the 2, and then I went to India and I had to do the like 2 boosters after that to get to India because I couldn't travel to India for that. But again, you know, I've taken so many vaccines and so many things. I mean, I've done because you have to do that when you travel out of the country anyway, like yellow fever and you know, hepatitis, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I had to take all of those and all of these different like typhoid and all these different things I had to do to go to these other areas. So yeah.
Bitching because he might need 4. Maybe every quarter of the year there might be more. Why would you ask questions at a time like this? I mean, I could loot a Nike store. Always talking about natural immunity. Vitamin C and capsules of glutamine. Water and exercise. Going to the gym and eating healthy. Zinc and potassium. Ooh-wee. He probably loves Joe Rogan. And that's...
Hey, I'm a liberal and I like Joe Rogan. I'm just saying. He's hilarious. He's very, very... I love his podcast. I love the different variety of people he has on there. But yeah, Priscilla, come here, baby. You know, my understanding of the point of the vaccine is it wasn't something that your body necessarily could fight off. Again, it's very controversial, you know, and there's vaccines for like polio, smallpox, but that's an argument that everybody has. I'm not interested in getting an argument. Like I said, we're way past this, and you do you, I do me, and you know, I'll respect you, respect me. I'm not going to force you to do anything. Please don't force me to submit to your view on this. I care less. That's my view. I don't care.
That's why his views are inapt. I mean, fucking immune systems? How stupid is that? When have we ever relied on those? Yeah, exactly. I don't know. What? Before 2020? Don't be a dummy. You know that was such a long time ago. This is more than the flu, misfortune, and doom. This is Apple.
I mean, he's got flow. He's got cadence. That beat is sick. I'm not going to lie. It's a great beat. He's definitely got flow. I'm loving this cadence.
If we ever relied on those? Yeah, exactly. I don't know. What? Before 2020? Don't be a dummy. You know that was such a long time ago. This is more than the flu, misfortune, and doom. This is apples and oranges, a fork and a spoon. Just 2 different things that you can't even compare. And if you want to go there, you're a moron if you do. Idiot.
No, you're not a moron if you want to go there. I think you should ask questions. You should be informed and should make informed decisions and not mock those who have a different opinion than you do unless they're trying to force it on you. But if they land somewhere differently, like I land differently on the vaccine, I'm pro-vaccine. I don't care. But I'm also pro you choose. Like, Make up your own mind. I'm not gonna scream. Did you get your vaccine? I never did that. But as a pastor of a church, I know it was a controversial issue. So for me, I wore a mask around people, and they didn't have to wear one around me. That was fine. I wanted to be respectful to where people were at, because it's such a divisive thing.
He probably doesn't watch the news. He probably does his own research. He's a doctor too. Thinks critically, informs an opinion to the best of his advantage.
That's what was being said.
To you. Have you not seen the SNL skits?
Yeah.
Rest in hell. Piece of shit, don't even go there. I know you've heard the songs with...
Hey, hold on a second. Not judging you, man. But you did say that you walk with the Lord all the way, and one of the scriptures says no unwholesome words should come out of our mouth, and you're cussing. You're cussing. Now, I'm not going to judge you. You do you. You have your relationship. Just wanted to throw that out there. I can't say, I've got songs where I've cussed. But I wasn't walking with the Lord in those days, so that's different. They were back before I was walking with the Lord.
Rest in hell. Piece of shit, don't even go there. I know you've heard the songs with Stephen Colbert. I know you've seen all of the vaccine music.
Wait, Stephen Colbert didn't do songs, did he? He's a late night TV show host, isn't he? Yeah, he's funny at times.
Don't even go there. I know you've heard the songs with Stephen Colbert. I know you've seen all of those vaccine musicals on the late night shows. How could you not? And if you don't believe those, I don't think that's what Fauci would want. Huh? Nah, fuck the AIDS pandemic.
I never understood, and maybe you guys can let me know in the comments. This isn't a judgment. I've just never understood the attack against Fauci so much. Maybe it's because of the mandates. That's probably what it was. But in my opinion, he's just a doctor trying to do the right thing. But he got a lot of hate. I didn't understand the death threats that he was getting. That didn't make sense to me.
I don't think that's what Fauci would want. Huh? Nah, fuck the AIDS pandemic.
But I do understand the strong opinions, because if you're on the other side of it, I get it.
I don't think that's what Fauci would want. Huh? Nah, fuck the AIDS pandemic. That was way back in the 80s, man, forget it. I don't care that you got everything wrong back then, too. This is way damn different. I'm willing to give you a second chance and a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Man, I don't like to get into the technical shit. Just tell me how many more injections to get. Gain of function. That's just...
Okay. There are extremes on both sides, and there were some, just tell me. I did get them. I did research as best I can. I didn't think it was a problem. So, hey, I did my part.
Get into the technical shit. Just tell me how many more injections to get. Gain of function. That's just Republicans saying some dumb shit. I don't count that. Fuck it. It's not about how many mistakes you make. It's when you make a mistake and how you bounce back from it. And you're real fucking good at that. There's so many things that have come to light. You could probably do something horrible like kill a dog and nobody would even... Oh, right.
I've never understood this from both sides. Both sides. If you don't agree with me 100%, then you're probably a racist or a murderer or a pedophile or whatever the list would go down. You probably beat your grandma and kill your dog. No, I just disagree with you on it. I'm none of those things. I don't get that. Why can't we just have difference of opinion and carry on? I don't understand.
You could probably do something horrible like kill a dog and nobody would even... Oh, right. I don't mind if you butchered beagles. You can murder my grandma. I wouldn't look at it as evil as long as one of them doesn't do it with their careless actions. Maskless, ruthless people. It's
Yeah, I'm in the middle on this because I would see the hate from both sides. I never understood it. I just never understood. I'm guys... a house divided cannot stand, and here we are. We're fighting over something where you do you, and hey, if I'm a anti-vaxxer and I want to be around my family, go for it. If I'm a vaxxer and I don't want to be around those who have not been vaccinated, go for it. But you don't have to hate someone just hey, we'll hang out via Zoom or something. You always find a way to make things work through the lens of love, not through this, we're enemies. Guys, we're not enemies. We're not enemies. This dude's not my enemy. I disagree with some of the stuff he's doing, but so what? I can guarantee you he disagrees with me on a bunch of stuff too. And I hope he doesn't see me as his enemy. Much love, my friend, even though we don't agree on a lot of things. Well, I can't even say that. I'm only reacting to this first song. Let's go.
Evil as long as one of them doesn't do it with their careless actions. Maskless, ruthless people. It's like folks don't believe in you anymore. All the faith and the trust is gone.
Hey, I'm a liberal, and I believe in my Jesus.
Maskless, ruthless people. It's like folks don't believe in you anymore. All the faith and the trust is gone. I don't care that you put hounds 6 feet deep in the ground. I always root for the underdog. All right, I'm done fucking around. Insanity is doing the same.
Yeah, so before you get into that, here's the thing, because I know that's an argument. Like, hey, you trust in God. You know, why are you taking the vaccine? Don't you believe in God? But my thing is, like, I trust in God, but he's given us doctors. Like, you know, if I have cancer, I'm going to go to the doctor. Or do I not trust in God? I'm going to try and do everything I can to make sure that, you know, I don't get sick or get other people sick. You know, if I had hepatitis, I'm not going to sit there and you know, I'm going to try and get the medications to fix that, but also not expose others to that. If I have a cold or a virus, the flu, I'm not going to go around people. I'm going to try and go to the doctor and get my medication, but also, you know, use wisdom and not be around people until I'm not contagious. I mean, that's just me. So I don't think that's the greatest argument. You know, if you don't, why would you, I don't know. But that's just me. Again, if that's your argument and that's your argument, then you do you.
I always root for the underdog.
All right,
I'm done fucking around.
Now
insanity
truth,
is doing the same thing again and again, and then expecting a different result. That's not the.
Dude, I love that backdrop. Dude, it looks like I just love it.
Insanity is doing the same thing again and again, and then expecting a different result. That's not the.
Kind of like the mullet. I'm kidding, dude. I think I mean, business up front, party in the back, right? I think the mullets need to come back.
Insanity is doing the same thing again and again, and then expecting a different result. That's not the exact definition of the word. It was Einstein's, but it makes sense, so it holds. Look.
What's hanging on the tree? What is hanging on the tree right there? It looks like a KKK mask. I know it's not that. I'm not making a judgment. I'm not. I'm just... What is that? It looks like a mask. Maybe it's just a shirt. Who knows?
For result, that's not the exact definition of the word. It was Einstein's, but it makes sense, so it holds. Look, if I was your fitness...
Yeah, I mean, that's what Einstein said.
Exact definition of the word. It was Einstein's, but it makes sense, so it holds. Look, if I was your fitness coach and I was giving you routines to get to your goals, but you kept getting fatter and you weren't getting thinner, would you keep paying for me to assist you? No. Or better yet, what if I was your physician and you came to me with a sickness and I'm supposed to fix it, and I gave you a bunch of prescriptions and they didn't work over the course of 2 years? Would you find someone different? I think there's a good chance you would, and if you wouldn't, guess what? It's your choice, and that's the good thing about living.
Exactly, dude. We agree. We agree right there. It's your choice. It's your choice. Now, I understand that people didn't like the mandates. I didn't care for the mandates. I would have done the shot without the mandates for me. But yeah, I think mandating it takes away the choice for sure. But I also understand from the other side that they're trying to wrap around. They didn't know what it was. But again, from the other side, you don't know what it was. How can we put these things in our bodies? I get the argument. I get it. I get it from both sides. So I made the best decision for me and then went along with it.
I think there's a good chance you would, and if you wouldn't, guess what? It's your choice, and that's the good thing about living in America, at least until now. You had a voice. This has been a pain in the ass for everybody.
Dude, we still have a voice, but I understand that's the argument, freedom. We all have a voice.
America, at least until now, you had a voice. This has been a pain in the ass for everybody. It's really been a bitch from the start, but how many times you gotta get fucked before you realize they don't have your best interests at heart?
I mean, yeah, it goes along with what Tom was saying in the system. You know, the system's out to get you. But it is what it is. I think we've gotten past that, hopefully. And we'll see what happens. But there you guys go. There's my reaction. God bless you guys. Bye.